we gotta talk about
Daniel Bala. Thank you so much for joining me on Head to Head. Nigeria is a proud, sovereign, independent nation, a powerhouse in Africa. So why did you just let Donald Trump and the United States bomb your country on Christmas Day?
The United States government did not bomb our country. The decision by the US government was anchored on the intelligence sharing between Nigeria and the United States and the agreement on the operation.
I ordered powerful airstrikes to decimate the ISIS terrorists who have been slaughtering Christians in that country by the thousands. It's not even believable. We hit them so hard, they still don't know what the hell happened. And we were going to do it on a different day. I said, no, do it on Christmas, so they understand it.
JEJE Vibe.
It's JEJE Vibe. It's a vibe.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to JEJE Vibe.
Well, bye.
You know I got my amazing, beautiful queen with me.
Thanks, my love. The amazing host.
We gotta talk about...
I'm Mehdi Hasan, and tonight I go head to head with Daniel Bala.
one of the... In fact, let's hear it.
2023, Bola Tinubu is elected president of Nigeria, promising to tackle the nation's widespread insecurity and address two of its root causes, poverty and corruption.
Christianity is facing an existential threat in Nigeria.
Nearly 3 years later, international attention is back on the country, with the US launching strikes as a, quote, Christmas present, claiming Nigeria is failing to stop a genocide against its Christian population.
Crazy. We had an episode about the Christmas presents.
We do.
But whilst the Nigerian government denies these claims, there's no disputing that wider insecurity is spreading. My guest tonight was once one of the president's fiercest critics, but now serves as his official spokesperson and special advisor, defending the president's efforts to renew hope for Nigeria. I'm Mehdi Hasan, and tonight I go head to head with Daniel Bala. I'll challenge him on Trump's Christian genocide claims, the Nigerian government's failures to protect its own people, and whether President Tinubu profits from corruption. Daniel Bala, thank you so much for joining me on Head to Head. Nigeria is a proud, sovereign, independent nation, a powerhouse in Africa. So why did you just let Donald Trump and the United States bomb your country on Christmas Day?
God.
We have an episode on this, and the whole bombing associated was based on misinformation now. But it happened. And the Nigerian government were okay with the bombing.
Crazy.
The United States government did not bomb our country. The decision by the US government was anchored on the intelligence sharing between Nigeria and the United States and the agreement on the operation.
So Donald Trump just didn't bomb Nigeria on his own whim?
No. The US Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, called our own foreign affairs minister when the decision was made that that was the time to strike, and the foreign affairs minister got in touch with the president.
So this was a joint operation, you're saying?
Yes, it was a joint operation.
No administration in modern history has done more to confront the plight of persecuted Christians around the world than we have. With us, it's a mission. It's actually a mission. On Christmas Day, in close coordination with the government of Nigeria, we worked with them, but they got to get tougher.
What I don't understand is, how can it be a joint operation?
Yeah.
And Donald Trump says that there is a genocide going on against Christians carried out by Muslims with your government turning a blind eye. You've called that narrative a hoax. Mm-hmm. You said it creates discord in Nigeria.
Right. So
when Donald Trump says he's bombing Nigeria to protect Christians from a genocide, is he lying?
We both disagree as to whether the so-called genocide in Nigeria was against Christians. We believe that it is a targeted killing by insurgents, Boko Haram bandits, and all of these criminal elements against the people of Nigeria, Christians, Muslims, and those who have not identified with any religion. Donald Trump believed it is Christians. We now felt, rather than arguing about whether it is against Christians or not, there is one area we both agree, that we have a joint interest in the fight against terrorism.
But you're fine with the fact that his motivation is something you disagree with.
Crazy.
So you disagree with him and his misinformation and bombing your country, whereby you were also equally in the same context okay with it and terming it as Boko Haram.
Crazy. He said, okay, whichever is not what it is, not what he's saying, but
whichever it is, we're terming it as Boko Haram.
so whatever the United States
But the
says,
location that was bombed wasn't where the Boko Harams were attacking.
crazy.
We have an episode on it.
Yes, because
So when Donald Trump says there is a genocide against Christians in Nigeria, is he telling the truth?
it is a half-truth in the sense that, yes, Christians have been affected, but the whole truth is that both
You're a little
Christians,
bit more polite
Muslims,
tonight. You
and
called it
those
a
who have
hoax
not
before.
identified. I said the narrative of Christian genocide was
He's
a hoax.
pushing it.
That's his opinion. Everybody's
is he right or
entitled to
wrong?
it.
Is he
So-
right or wrong?
We believe that
And here's the thing though, if that's, this man is a very stupid man. If that's Trump's opinion based on misinformation, why can't you inform Trump of really what's going on? Why accept the bombing?
I ordered powerful airstrikes to decimate the ISIS terrorists who have been slaughtering Christians in that country by the thousands. It's not even believable. We hit them so hard, they still don't know what the hell happened. And we were going to do it on a different day. I said, no, do it on Christmas, so they understand it.
Like, it's okay. You're saying it's his opinion, but he's making his opinion, and not just an opinion, it's now
Affecting your country now. Security,
Action.
bridging your country's security now. And not even just that, killing your people now. Based on his
crazy.
opinion that happens to be a misinformation.
This is crazy.
I specifically told Pete, I said, hit him on Christmas Day. Not earlier and not later, right, Pete? And man, did he hit him. So then we hit him again recently. We hit him again.
is a targeted killing of all Nigerians. Evidence has shown. And that is where we are focused on fighting terrorism.
So let's talk about the terrorism.
Right.
Trump claimed he targeted, quote, ISIS terrorist scum.
Right.
And every camp got decimated. But a lot of investigative reporting on the ground shows that few, if any, combatants were killed. Some bombs landed in empty fields. A local leader in one of the districts said, the same militants we knew are still there, loitering around our communities.
No, there were killings of terrorists.
That's not what local leaders
So
are
I
saying.
can call local television that
So
testified.
even with the location now, Trump still didn't target the terrorists now. It was now the people now, based on his own misinformation that you said that he's entitled to. If he's entitled to his opinion, does that mean that he needs to now start bridging the security of your own country, whereby he's bombing where he's not supposed to be bombing? And you're okay with it. And you're not just being okay with it. You are backing up the lie and trying to make the lie as truth.
Crazy.
That's not what local leaders
So
are
I
saying.
can call local television that testified. Arise News did, Channels Television did.
Okay.
So there was the killing of
Well, you're not on the
terrorists in that
ground with
place.
respect.
No, I didn't.
Al-Haji Bunu, who's a traditional ruler in the district, says, we saw no dead bodies, even
Because-
where the bombs fell. Those are his words.
No, because the bomb didn't fall in the town. It was at the camp, that enclave, where they gathered.
Okay, so now you know the location of where the bomb fell.
You know, you know the location.
But you're still accepting the fact that another country breached your security and killed your people based on lies now, misinformation now. And you are okay with that's
This is
crazy.
So Nigeria does not have the infrastructure to protect itself that it now seeks outside intervention in order to now curb its problem that it has. internally.
That's not what it is, because this is more like the government not even having an aware or ignoring the things, one of the two, ignoring the issues associated with what's going on in Nigeria. It's either they are not aware of it or they are outrightly just ignoring it. But which is the latter though, if you think about it, because the Boko Haram issue is not something that has just started. It's been going on for years.
Crazy.
Are you okay with having the Americans bomb Nigerian people's homes?
I'm not aware of that one.
You're not aware of Morenike Saka, who said, I began to scream for help. I had to crawl my way out of the room. The missile tore through her apartment building, according to the Washington Post. How about Musa Soliu? I was in my room. I was buried under the ruins. I don't know how to restart my life. My belongings are destroyed.
Houses were not destroyed.
Are you telling us that Nigerian citizens are lying about being bombed by the
I
US?
am saying that
Wow.
the military operation that was conducted on that day was targeted as terrorists, and we hit them.
You have a history of not hitting terrorists and hitting civilians. You know that, right? Your country.
I'm not aware.
On December 21st, the Nigerian Air Force said that they handed over compensation to people who were hit in an accidental airstrike on Christmas Day 2024. You just bomb every Christmas.
When and when?
Christmas Day 2024 and Christmas Day 2025.
That's the thing. So
that.
even like that's the thing. He still doesn't even know.
God.
And you're an advisor to the president. I even thought he was a senator. I didn't even know who he is. It's irrelevant to me anyways. But you're an advisor. What are you advising or why would the president take an advice from a novice? Or what are you advising if you don't even have an information of the advice that you're advising?
Crazy.
I think April or May, the president declared national emergency on insecurity.
But the actual national emergency was in November.
How can it be
let's
actual?
talk about, people can look this up. Let's talk about kidnappings. The world remembers Chibok in 2014,
Right.
when 276 schoolgirls were taken by
Right.
the militant group Boko Haram. Very little has changed, unfortunately, in Nigeria.
That's when the change should have happened. You know,
Crazy.
the fact that some rogue militants now can come and take all the kids of school because it's a girls' school now and do some crazy things with them. You know, I don't even want to start naming those things.
Crazy.
You know, that's to tell you that this is when you need to tighten up on security, national security now. But
Facts.
they did nothing whatsoever. They continuously neglect those issues.
Facts.
Just last November, 250 students and staff were kidnapped from St. Mary's Catholic School in Niger State. 2 years into Tinubu's presidency, Nigerian research firm SBM Intelligence said, and I quote, Nigeria's kidnap for ransom crisis has consolidated into a structured, profit-seeking industry.
Wow.
That's embarrassing for your country that you have a kidnapping.
It has been because it's gotten so worse that at least you would know someone that has gone through kidnapping or someone has called you to ask you for money to help pay the kidnappers now.
Crazy. Crazy.
I agree with the fact that the insecurity associated with kidnapping has now become a crisis economy. But
How is
more
it?
than that, I know of our government's effort in dealing with that insecurity. If you have a little
So
understanding,
here's the thing though. How would you even say kidnapping, crisis, and then in between that you still added economy to it?
Crazy.
Kidnapping has become a crisis economy.
Crazy. Mad.
nature and the boundary and the geographical measurement of Nigeria and the tendency for insecurity to come in, then you will understand that we're fighting a hydra-headed insecurity situation. With respect to the kidnapping of children, the government has taken measures already. We've introduced what we call Save the School, where students and schools that are in remote places where
What a joke!
are brought back.
Save the school. What school are you saving?
You haven't saved the people that were kidnapped. You're talking about a program that you are setting up called Save the School.
If you really think about it, because
No investigation on how to get the people that was kidnapped
because that's
back.
because you would think that that's what they would do, but most things that they create, the Nigerian government and some of the whatever, is that a means to embezzle.
Crazy.
It has nothing to do with the kids.
Where they get the education that they need.
But Nigerian people don't believe you. 2 out of 3 Nigerians say that
Where did you
security.
get that information?
Africa Barometer, May of 2024. 2 out of 3.
I didn't even know there's something called Africa Barometer.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Nigerians fairly badly or very badly. 1 in 3 Nigerians say they personally know someone who's been kidnapped.
Yeah, you have a
Stunning
still-
statistics. Amnesty, Human Rights Watch have lined up to say that you have allowed impunity to flourish. You have failed to apply lessons from previous attacks. Damning indictments of
I
your
put
security
it to you,
service.
that's not what they said.
That's
That
not what
is
Amnesty
not
said?
what I'm, yes.
I've
Amnesty,
literally got the quote right here.
cut it.
The authorities' failure has allowed impunity to flourish and the killings to spread to many parts of the country.
Source.
Amnesty International.
That was the source. You asked him to quote it. He quoted the source. Now you're asking for the source that you already quoted. This guy is so dumb.
You Oh,
Look at this dude.
oh my God.
Wait till you see the.
Oh my God.
No.
Crazy.
I don't understand how Nigerians continuously use dumb people as their leaders, man. This is crazy, man. And they wonder why their country is so shitty.
Crazy.
26.
But I'm not aware of that one.
You're not aware of that one.
I'm aware.
At the weekend, you put out a video of you and a team researching and prepping for this show. And yet every time I've asked you something, you say, I'm not aware of that. What were you researching in that video?
Crazy.
You're really funny.
So you did a lot of preparation for this interview, or all for you to just fail woefully?
Crazy. He said, your team put out a video.
Serious question. Amnesty
No.
International, you asked me for a
If
source,
you ask
I read out the source. You asked me for a date, I read out the date. What's your response other than picking up glasses of water?
No, Amnesty has a history of calling everything bad. I want
think
to
that's-
ask you.
He's
Amnesty
thirsty.
has a history of calling everything bad. That's your response.
That's crazy.
Amnesty International they have a history of calling everything bad.
So that's so now this is more like blaming.
Crazy.
That's what every authoritarian government in the world has said.
What is Amnesty's report about US?
Bad.
Not just bad. You didn't use the word bad. You read.
Yeah,
what
very
they
bad.
said.
Governments who do bad things, they all criticize human rights groups.
No.
Yeah, they do.
I
I do
dispute
this
that.
for a living.
He's trying to be smart, but no. You
what
failed
does-
woefully. What is that? This is more of his defense mechanism now, but he's not working.
Before we go to our panel who are waiting patiently here, Transparency International, they say systemic corruption continues to plague the defense sector, causes a major hindrance to security. President Tinubu said in August, there is no more corruption in Nigeria. That's a ridiculous thing to say, is it not?
The reform that I've embarked upon since I took over in Nigeria has been very impactful. I can beat my chest for that. It was initially painful, but today the result is blossoming. It's getting clearer to the people. We have more money to the economy, no more corruption.
We investigate any case of corruption, not just in the defense, but anywhere in government. This administration has had lots of people who are in government either sacked or investigated and being prosecuted. The resolve of our administration in dealing with corruption is obvious.
Why did
and
he
it's
say there's
open to
no
the
more
world.
corruption?
You probably read him out of context. Read
No,
the
I didn't.
complete- No, read
So
exactly
now,
what he said.
so now you are contradicting what the government said. You are also saying that that's not exactly what he said, whereby you said that was what he said. Like, why you? Well, I mean, what do you expect from Bala Blue government?
Okay.
A town hall different from Bala Blue. Bulaba.
How can someone just stand and say there is no corruption in Nigeria?
It
What
is
was the
getting
context?
clearer to the people. We have more money to the economy and no more corruption. Full stop, close quote.
Good. So this is the context. He was communicating to the people about the exploit we're having as a result of the decision to remove fuel subsidy. We dealt with the question of corruption in the oil industry.
And that's not what he said, but okay, he didn't say anything about the oil
That's why I
industry.
say context matters.
Well, you can't just make up the
You can't make up the context for him.
He said we have more money.
Why are you trying to make up
Why you
the That's crazy, though.
This is what he said, but that's not what he said. Like
That's crazy. You are trying to change what he said, but what he said was what he said. But that's the thing, though. What do you expect from a government of blah 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 blah?
Crazy.
Like you, because if they say one thing, the next thing, the followers of the blah 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 will say blah blah blah.
Crazy.
What do you expect, man?
Crazy.
A town hall different from Bala Blue. Bulaba.
The economy and no more corruption. In fact, he was criticized in Nigeria for this. Last question on this. How can Nigerians take Tinubu seriously on eliminating corruption when he appoints someone like Abu Bakr Bagudu as Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, a man who, according to the US Justice Department, with others, embezzled, misappropriated, defrauded, and extorted billions with a B from the government of Nigeria under the dictator Sani Abacha. Bagudu avoided criminal charges. He cut a deal with the Nigerian government, returned some of the money. But the president literally put Nigeria's budget in the hands of a man who's accused of looting billions of dollars.
You started your introduction.
Oh my God. Are you not listening?
Crazy.
Are you not listening? The guy that they mentioned now used to be in the administration of Abacha, knowing fully well that he committed that crime, but yet Tinubu still appointed him.
Crazy.
And you're saying that Tinubu said that corruption is no longer exists in Nigeria. And then you're also in the same context, you're also saying that's not what he said. Blue, 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 blah, blue, blue.
A town hall different from Bala Blue. Bulaba.
Crazy.
The court in the United States does not bind the Supreme Court of Nigeria.
But he gave $163 million. And that man is now in charge of the Nigerian budget. You're okay with that?
Crazy. So the man in charge of Nigerian's budget was part of the Sani Abacha administration. That was when
the height of the corruption,
a military ruler. And he gave some of the money back that was taken or that was stolen as of that time.
Due to corruption.
And now he is the one in charge of the budget of Nigeria. This is crazy work. This is crazy work.
I think
Do you think it's funny? I mean, two-thirds of Nigerians
you think it's funny.
No, I don't. I think people who are giving $163 million back shouldn't be in charge of the country's budget.
Thank you for your observation.
Okay,
Thank
but do you think they should be in charge?
That's not an observation. That's crazy, though.
Misappropriated funds in the government of Nigeria.
Why did he give back $163 million?
To Nigeria or to the US
To
government?
Nigeria.
Why did the US government give him $100 million?
It's a settlement. That's what you do in settlement.
Okay.
Why was he settling?
Yeah, so
Okay.
if they
So you're
settled
comfortable
him,
with a
he
guy
settled us.
who's accused by the US Justice Department of embezzling with the Sani Abacha regime billions of dollars being in charge of the budget
Are
today?
you okay with a president of one of the countries in the world who was convicted by the courts in that land and the person is still
Who are you
governing the
referring
country?
Who are you referring
No, I'm
to?
just
Okay.
Are you
It's
also okay?
so you see where he's throwing shots back at the US government now that, hey, if we can appoint a convicted felon as the president and not put him in jail, why are you busy coming for us? And because in the same context, we're doing the same thing. It's fair how he said it. So why are you judging them if your own government too is equally doing the same thing? Shit.
Crazy.
Well, this is a nice comeback.
I'm a well-known Trump supporter.
Are you also okay with the prime minister of a country who was accused of making a wrong judgment in an appointment that led to a lot of problem, but he has not resigned, he's still governing? Are you okay with that?
Well, by the time this show airs, he may have resigned. So your argument...
So he's talking
now that
about-
Starmer and
He's talking about the e-files and
Yep.
Starmer and the UK Prime
Yep,
Minister.
and all that. So, hey,
basically everyone
see,
else
if
is-
you think about it, in the context of, if we look at the broad spectrum now and the whole world now, Nigeria's issues on corruption is a bit minor now compared to other countries. And if you guys are not busy dealing with your issues with your government, why are you coming for them?
Yeah. Facts.
So go interview Trump and ask all these questions. Don't be coming for the Nigerian government now, because they're all also equally doing the same thing.
Facts. Whew. Man, that was Daniel Bala and Eddie Masan head-to-head interview. And what you guys think? This is crazy work.
He called the Nigerian government out on their bala blue blue and blue blah blah, but also nice comeback from the other guy too. Hey.
Yeah. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. You know it's JEJE Vibe.
On JEJE.
Where else would you rather be? See you in the next one. JEJE Vibe, JEJE Vibe, JEJE Vibe, JEJE Vibe.
It's JEJE Vibe.
Feel the vibe, feel the vibe, you feel the vibe.
It's a vibe.